remember, this is back on election track. After J&K and Haryana, we have Jharkhand and Maharashtra coming up. Will be very crucial, as much for the BJP, for the NDA, but also for the India bloc, specifically after what happened in Haryana elections. Can they manage to get their act together for Jharkhand and for the state of Maharashtra? Also, Vidya and Aishwarya continue to be with us. Remember, by 3:30 p.m., we are expecting this announcement. Possibly will be one phase, will not be as extensive. Like, for example, J&K. Aishwarya, you tell me this, because 288 seats. This is going to be very important, as much, do you think, for all parties, but also to organize it, if it happens in one phase, to have it in one single phase is also going to be a big responsibility.
Well, definitely, Pooja, but this is not something new, because we have seen 2019, also 21st October was when the elections took place in the state of Maharashtra. In fact, most of the political parties, when they spoke with the election commission, we did see that they did say that we need elections in one phase so that it is easier for them. If you break the elections, then it becomes a little difficult. So from what we are understanding, it will be easy on everyone if the phase is one phase, both for the state of Maharashtra as well as for the state of Jharkhand. And we will also see the other announcements also being made. The election commission, in fact, let me tell you, has had extensive talks with all the stakeholders, and with regards to that, now they believe that today is the correct time. 3:30 p.m. is when the PC will be announced, and 26th November is the time when the assembly session gets over, Pooja. So before that, we will see the counting taking place, and the formation of the government in the state of Maharashtra.
So it's going to be about a month for the election campaigning, Vidya. I'm sure that the seat sharing and the talks are already on. 288 seats when we talk of this, Vidya. Do you think eventually it will be about the alliances, not as much single party? BJP would love to make inroads like it has done in other states, specifically in the northern belt, but eventually it will need a Shiv Sena. It will need a smaller outfits as well, together to bank upon, possibly if it wants to retain government in the state.
But certainly, the fact remains that the alliances, the two big alliances that Maharashtra has of Mahayuti and the Mahavikas Aghadi, will certainly be the game changers. But remember, the smaller parties like the, Prakash Ambedkar's VBA, or for example, Raj Thakre's MNS, who are saying that they will contest the entire 288 seats. That could, probably not get them, like as we have seen, Raj Thakre has got the maximum number of claps in any rally, but those really don't turn into vote bank. But in this election, when the both the alliances are trying to contest and make sure that they get the maximum votes, their candidates win. These people, the smaller parties, could be the ones who might probably destroy the entire ambitions that these alliances might have. So it's very important, as Shiv Sena has been saying, that the Mahavikas Aghadi get all these smaller parties as well, and get the make sure that the alliances is slightly larger, and that there could be seat sharing between all these parties. However, that did not work out during Lok Sabha, and probably as it does seem like now there are no talks with the VBA either, and MNS has already declared that it will be going ahead with all 288 seats. So it does seem like these smaller parties, which are individually going to contest the elections, will certainly be the game changer. And as Rajdeep Sardesai said, that most of these people who are already shifting between parties, and if they don't really get the seats that they really want to contest on, they might stand as independent candidates, and could actually lead to a bitter sour feeling for all those alliances who really are hoping for a better show this year.
That's so true. Political calculations will also need to take into consideration personal ambitions, those who want either a berth or a chief minister's position. Aishwarya, as much for Jharkhand, because let's not forget that as well, because while this is 288 seats for Maharashtra, 81 seats for the state of Jharkhand, and do you think here also it will be as much about position, ambitions, because that's what led Champai Soren to rebel against the JMM?
Well, we did see, we all remember the late night drama that took place. And we did see, how the chief minister was resigned and then went to jail, came back. So all those political things, obviously, is something that the BJP at the moment, Pooja, let me tell you specifically, is looking at. And for the India Alliance also, these are very, very crucial elections. The Congress party, we did see very, very, they in fact had started eating jalebis, bursting crackers. So all those things is also something that the India Alliance will now have to be very, very sure of. And we did see the kind of debacle that happened in the state of Haryana. After that, the alliance partners had started pointing fingers. So those are also some of the things which, the India Alliance will now have to look at, if we speak about the BJP, let me tell you very clearly, Pooja, they are very, very confident that they will be able to sweep not just the state of Maharashtra, but also the state of Jharkhand. They believe the kind of work that they have done, though, that will actually reap and the voters will actually go and press on the BJP button. That's what the BJP at the moment believes in.
Ishwara, are we also expecting, of course, a massive deployment? It's a big state, Maharashtra. Jharkhand also has seen its share of law and order concerns. So do you think that deployment of the forces, all of that, the sensitive locations, including in Maharashtra, will also be as a high priority for the Election Commission?
Well, let me tell you from what we are understanding at the moment in the ECI, security has become a big, big concern,
Yes.
given the fact what took place last weekend. So, if a person can be shot dead. So that's something that the ECI now is looking at. And let me tell you, the deployment, if we speak about the state of Maharashtra, will be more as compared to what we have seen previously. The Election Commission wants fair elections, smooth elections, and a very secure election, because they don't want the voting percentage to go down. They want, in fact, the voting percentage to go up. So with regards to that, we will see additional troop deployment this time from the ECI, and they will also be, let me tell you, monitoring. After today, 24 hours of monitoring will also take place, and they will also make sure that there are additional deployments of troops that takes place, specifically in the state of Maharashtra, given what the state is going through.
Okay, Ishwara, stay on with me. Also joining me, Vidya, a quick reference here. Do you think that for the Maha Agadi, it's important? They have the biggest leaders as faces. So while there is a Fadnavis and an Eknath Shinde in the Mahayuti, there are also significant faces in the Maha Agadi. So the Congress as a big party will have to keep all of them together to ensure it's a united force.
In fact, after the Lok Sabha elections, the Maha Agadi, with the kind of foray that they had made, the kind of number of candidates they had put versus the number of candidates who won was slightly better, especially in Shiv Sena. So one of the reasons why the Shiv Sena of UBT as well as the NCP of the Sharad Chandra Pawar feels that, with the sympathetic wave still carrying on, which did happen during the Lok Sabha, they might be able to get better numbers on the sympathetic factor. I remember Sharad Pawar yesterday also, when he was speaking, he said very clearly that whether I'm 85 or 90, I will be always on the ground and will work and make sure that things are sorted out. This, you at that age, when Sharad Pawar goes out and seeks vote, there are a lot of sympathy votes that you do get, and that's something that the Mahayuti will really have to counter. And that's the reason why in the last many days we have been seeing the kind of public announcements, the
Stay
kind
on
of
with me, stay on with me,
that we have been seeing.
Vidya and Ishwara, because we are getting reactions now. Mahua Maji is joining me. She's a JMM MP of the upper house of the parliament. Mahua, thank you for joining in this morning in the telecast. So all set for elections, but do you think JMM will have to ensure a lot of discussion, deliberation, or is it going to be an easy run? Because we've seen rebel candidates also that had come in. Champai Soren became a rebel. What do you think JMM position is looking like?
इससे जेएमएम को कोई फर्क इसलिए नहीं पड़ने वाला है क्योंकि जेएमएम जमीन की पार्टी है, कार्यकर्ताओं की भी पार्टी है, संगठन की पार्टी है, और इतना स्ट्रांग संगठन है हमारा। कल ही हमारी मीटिंग हुई थी, माननीय हेमंत सोरेन जी भी उसमें थे, और उस मीटिंग में तमाम 24 डिस्ट्रिक्ट हमारे जितने हैं वहाँ से हमारे जिला अध्यक्ष से लेके तमाम मंत्री, विधायक, सांसद और तमाम लोग आए थे संगठन के भी, और उन्होंने एक स्वर में कहा कि इस बार कोई दिक्कत नहीं आने वाली है, क्योंकि इतनी योजनाएं उन्होंने जनता के बीच उतारी है, और उन्हें सिर्फ घोषणा ही नहीं की है बल्कि लोगों तक उसे पहुंचाया है। और जनता इतनी खुश है कि क्योंकि 2000 में हमारी सरकार बनी थी बिहार से अलग होकर, और अभी तक 24 इयर्स हो गए हैं। इस बीच 17 इयर्स कम से कम भाजपा की सरकार रही, डबल इंजन की सरकार रही, उनके कई मुख्यमंत्री भी हुए, लेकिन यहाँ के प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व नहीं हुए थे। यहाँ ह्यूमन ट्रैफिकिंग इतनी अधिक थी भाजपा के कार्यकाल में कि एक ट्रैफिकर, बहुत सारे ट्रैफिकर्स थे, उसमें एक ट्रैफिकर पन्ना लाल ने करीब 15,000 लड़कियों की तस्करी की थी, वो जेल में है। तो इस तरह की बहुत सारी समस्याएं यहाँ थी कि छोटे छोटे लालच दिखाकर उन्हें दूसरे राज्य में ले जाके उनका शोषण होता था। तो इन तमाम चीजों को रोकने के लिए माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी ने सिर्फ महिलाओं के लिए ही इतनी योजनाएं लॉन्च कर दी है, और महिला सम्मान योजना की राशि भी बढ़ा दी है कि अब वो बाहर नहीं जाकर अपने राज्य में सम्मानजनक रोजगार से जुड़ रहे हैं। और ऐसी बहुत सारे स्कीम्स है, मैं अभी इतने कम समय में नहीं बता पाती। युवा,
लेकिन महुआ, मुझे ये भी समझना है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी जो ये इलेक्शन जीतती आई है, अभी चाहे हरियाणा हो या बाकी जो नॉर्दर्न स्टेट्स हो, तो झारखंड पे भी हावी होगी भारतीय जनता पार्टी, आप मानती है?
जी बिल्कुल नहीं, इसी के कारण भाजपा यहाँ अपने तमाम पूर्व मुख्यमंत्रियों और बाहर से असम जैसे स्टेट के मुख्यमंत्री को लाकर यहाँ लगातार वो कोशिश कर रहे हैं जनता के बीच कुछ कुछ कह के, लेकिन यहाँ की जनता अब समझ चुकी है कि सिर्फ घोषणा से नहीं होगी। 15 लाख रुपए देने की बात हुई थी 10 साल पहले भाजपा की तरफ से, लेकिन अभी तक किसी को कुछ भी नहीं मिला। लेकिन हमारी सरकार ने घोषणा की और तुरंत तीसरा किस्त अभी आने वाला है, 2 किस्त उनके खाते में चले गए हैं और हर एज ग्रुप को ध्यान में रखकर ये योजनाएं बनी है, हर एक को लाभ मिल रहा है और इसी के कारण इस बार फिर से जनता चाहती है।
चलिए Mahua Maji, all the very best to your party, and importantly the next few weeks are going to be very crucial, whether JMM, BJP, Mahayuti, Mahavikas, Maharashtra to Jharkhand, that's where the election season is going to be. I want to thank Ishwarya and Vidya also for their constant perspectives on this and the updates that are coming in.